Hello, welcome to another speedrun video. This time it is single player Battlegrounds, specifically the difficulty 10 map of the month of March 2020. This replay was played by Treim, who finished with an excellent time of 12 minutes and 41.8 seconds. And as of now, this is the new all-time record in this category. So now let me quickly show you the map. It is a bandit map. Over here you have the tier 2, the tier 3, tier 4 here, and the map has 3 bosses: the Equestrian Twins over here, a Slave Master in this camp, and all the way over here a Bandit Lord. So yeah, Treim used the following deck to beat this map. Notice he played without Shrine of War, but instead only used Cultist Masters to get his Void power back, which is rather difficult to do. And without further ado, let's get into this. So he starts with Shadow tier 1, spawning up to 8 Forsaken, and yeah, moving to this first camp over here. As his power allows, he will spawn more and more and build a Soul Splicer over here. Notice once you attack camps in rPvE, their adjacent camps, which are directly connected, will also start spawning units, and they will all target your latest monument. So once he actually attacks this camp, he needs to be prepared to also deal with waves of this camp and this one. That's why he needs a sufficient amount of Forsaken.
We are Forsaken.
One more. There we go. So he already split them, so he has easier control of them. Lures this camp out. Now uses those 3 to target the spawn camp. There they spawned. And will frenzy them, so they can take it out rather quickly, so he doesn't have to worry about killing units of this camp. And he will not kill all units of this wave, but keep the bandit crossbowman alive. You can also see here's now this other wave attacking his orb. One squad of Forsaken will take care of these. So using focus fire, like always targeting one unit, he quickly takes them all out. The Soul Splicer keeps his units healed back up, so can continue to fight. Can gather the corpses, so it's always full. Yeah, once he has finished them, he shortly has to wait to heal the Forsaken back up, because otherwise they would be overwhelmed, and the orb has still lots of HP, so it doesn't matter if it takes a little damage. And the Soul Splicer is no longer needed. Those get frenzied to get them rather low. They are already retreated, so that these, which originate from this spawn camp, will now walk along the path away from the orb, so he can still take the orb without having to worry about an incoming wave, which then would attack his orb here. And he does this by... yeah, there's now... yeah, he's dealing with those. He does this by now lowering the amount of remaining squad members down to 1, sorry, and that one will continue to attack the Soul Splicer and does never reach his orb, which would kill this unit. And as long as it's alive, he doesn't have to worry about any incomes here. Now he can pick up the 2 wells and the Shadow tier 2. Same thing again here. He will just do the same thing. First kill the melee units, heal back up, kill the ranged units. The orb will survive that. He already builds here the Soul Splicer again, which will help him take the corpses from longer distances and also use them to get Void power back by placing a Furnace of Flesh. These Forsaken will deal with the next incoming wave of this camp, because once those are killed, yeah, those are frenzied to make quick work of them. And then they are no longer needed. He also builds resource boosters on both well positions. He will build another one over here as well to get even more power back. At this speeds you don't have to worry about the wells actually depleting, because in rPvE they have such a high number of power anyway, capacity. And yeah, now the orb is completed. He builds the Furnace of Flesh, frenzies those Forsaken to quickly deal with the income, and yeah, then also get this bound power back to now start spawning more and more Shadow Mages.
Shadow Mage.
He very soon does not need this here anymore, but for now he doesn't want to get another incoming wave here. Still needs a few more, still has some void power left, so we'll use those to get that void power back, using the Furnace of Flesh, which grants you void power based on units' max HP. Yeah, he gathers the corpses and then shares them back in case some corpses are out of range, which will definitely be the case over here.
Dying inside.
And now he will walk into this camp, motivate his Shadow Mages, and then use the green Nether Warp to keep them healed. This of course also heals the enemy units constantly. The spell is a little bit glitched, so it's actually healing way more than intended, but as it heals also the enemies way more, it is, yeah, necessary to use this with care. And few Forsaken will take out this incoming camp, which already grants him the void power back. He now spent on using the Nether Warp. He obviously focused the spawn camp down first, and yeah, now he takes out the rest here. Shadow Mages is sometimes a little slow with their attacks, and you see already almost perfectly managed in terms of power. Can kill those, suck up the corpses, and then transfer them back to the Furnace of Flesh, which allows him to take up the orb and build the resource booster. And now for sure he will destroy the Soul Splicer, because yeah, this unit is now no longer relevant because there is nothing it's gonna respawn from. Now the units are gonna spawn here. There they are already. But this is the last wave he has to defend with his Forsaken, because now he will very soon reach his tier 3. And then he has Cultist Masters available, which will also be his main source to get void power back during the rest of the game. Yeah, now the units arrived here. Right now the orb cannot see them, but once he builds his Amii Monument, the orb will take this last remaining crossbowman down. And now he has to be very careful on when to activate them to not actually waste void power return. See, now you can build it and the orb destroys that last one, because it would be senseless to activate those right now, or to immediately kill the crawlers. Of course he needs to activate them to destroy these incoming units, because he had at that point not that much void power. And very soon the orb will be finished, and yeah, it takes 140 energy to build the sphere, which he can immediately do. Now he gets the void power back because these crawlers just died. He also destroyed his Cultist Master here because he needed the power, because now he will cast Enlightenment, which allows him to summon Batariel once he gets void power again. His units come in conveniently to grant him the necessary void, and there is this Demon Destroyer. Yeah, and now Batariel will pretty much clear the entire map. Starts with the first camp over here. Another Cultist Master spawned to kill the wave. Batariel keeps burning. Have to be careful. Yeah, sometimes you need to use the C spells, so the Batariel doesn't get CC'd. That's why the deck contains mainly spells anyway. And now he has to swap back the monument to a fire orb, because there's so many CCing units over here. There are these bandit bouncers, and in later camps there are many dragons which CC the Batariel as well. And he also has to be very careful now when to use the Cultist Masters, because if he runs out of healing or CC spells, Batariel is gonna die very, very quickly. Now he uses Frenetic Assault and Infect over here. The camp is very close to this camp as well, which makes it a little bit easier, or let's say favorable. And he uses the active ability of the Batariel on the Equestrian Twins, and then focus it with all his crawlers, because if the twins would hit him, they actually apply a debuff which would reduce the damage the Batariel deals and require casting Disenchant. And yeah, that way he can save the energy, because you can already see he's quite low on it. And yeah, now he has to buff the Batariel again with Unholy Hero. Kill the remaining units. He cast Earthshaker over here to already get almost all the buildings over here killed. And now a little stroke of luck, I'd say, because these units don't die, which helps him later on, so he can yeah, wait with his defense of this incoming wave. He heads straight into the next camp, has to preemptively disenchant Batariel because it would get the seed for sure. And once he's enraged, he nether warps himself in, once for the, on one hand for the healing, on the other hand to burn the backline of the camp. And he had to spawn now 2 more Cultist Masters to have in total 5, which can now, yes, kind of cycle back and forth. And so he has constant void power return. Next camp, and the Batariel takes the Slave Master with him, so he doesn't have to actually use up too much time fighting only but the Slave Master, but can instead kind of burn him down while also dealing with other units. Yeah, now this income reached him, but his orb is still quite healthy. And yeah, now this one remaining Wind Hunter, a little odd position, now finally taken out as well. He will now spawn a Bloodhorn over here, which will serve as a defender against all the incoming waves which will come from here and here. Meantime, constantly using Cultist Masters and not to waste any energy. Another rather strong camp. She has to manage to defeat without Frenetic Assault, because he will need that over here. Clears this camp as well. And yeah, now the 2 incoming waves are kinda on their way, and the Bloodhorn will deal with them, because the map has to be completely cleared in order to win. Yeah, now Frenetic Assault kills this rather easy opponent. And he already prepared a Cultist Master over here, which he will use to later walk in range of this camp to then save a few meters. The Batariel would have to walk otherwise. Yeah, now the Bloodhorn takes care of these waves. Batariel burns everything casually to the ground. Cultist Master starts moving forward. Everything is cleared, and now he can cast Nether Warp over here, which makes it a little faster. Gets some crawlers as well. Active ability. Gets quickly enraged. Burns the rest down. And Bloodhorn gets Frenetic Assault and Infect assistance to take with those remaining units. And thus this part is down, and the Bloodhorn kills the remaining units. That's the replay. Replay has ended, and the map is finished. So really impressive run, well deserved. Yeah, new all-time record, and I hope you liked the replay. See you in the next video.